So this is the Ineos Grenadier. It was launched earlier this year. Got 3 different versions now. We've got the station wagon, which is this one. We've also got the utility wagon. It's got some space in the back there. The utility wagon is a fully certified commercial vehicle and it can carry a standard Euro pallet. Got a 3.5 ton towing capacity. We've got a 400 watt power takeoff as well. And inside we've got some nice Recaro seats. So there's an option of cloth or leather. This one's got some nice white leather interior as well. And then for colours, we've got Scottish white. This one is a nice black colour. And we've also got one called Magic Mushroom, Eldoret blue as well, Seal green. There's many more colours which you'll see on screen just now. The Quartermaster one retails for £66,500. The station wagon is £76,000 and the utility wagon is £64,500. So looking around the front, we've got these nice LED headlights here. These lights here, the bright, so the high beam lights there. And it looks very reminiscent of the old Defender, which is sort of the car that inspired it really. And we've also got this nice sort of huge bumper here, which might tailor it to American markets as well. This car also has the optional raised intake as well, so this will give you a wading depth of 800 millimeters. The raised intake will give you much better performance when you're going off-road. Coming down to the tyres, we've got these steel wheels here, so these are 17 inches. There is an option of 18 inches as well. And then around the side, we've got the attachable ladder frame here, so we've got optional things we can clamp to the side of the car. We've got these buttons to open the doors here. We've got these quite utilitarian mirrors. They are able to be moved inside as well. And we've got the optional roof rails here, so that can take 450 kilograms. That's the weight of a baby elephant. And then just the roof on its own can support 150 kilograms. Around the back here, we've got this nice side opening door. Got the big, nice BF Goodrich tyres, spare wheel on the back of the car. And you can open the door by pressing this button here. So we can open one side there. And there's an optional handle to get into the boot there, and that reveals the boot space there. So we can also fold the seats down, so if we pull these toggles here, we've got not really a flat floor there, but we've got enough space to get items in. Just looking inside the car, we've got this really utilitarian cabin. Ineos have taken a lot of inspiration from the aviation industry, so you've got a lot of overhead dials here and switches, and we've got a lot of buttons here. Touchscreen here has got support for wireless Apple CarPlay, got manual handbrake, BMW ZF gearbox as well. We've got a very physical manual high and low range switch here. And then we've got, as I said, physical buttons for everything. A lot of inspiration from the marine industries. We've got physical labeling for everything, nice compass here, and there's labeling to tell exactly what everything does. And we've got nice chunky controls as well, and you can use them with a gloved hand if you need to. On the steering wheel, we've got lovely leather material. You can get the option of a brown leather material as well, and that same brown material goes on the handbrake as well. Got a nice little control for the media there, and we've got a little sort of polite horn. It's the cyclist horn, and you can just toot it to do that. And on the left hand side, we've got the cruise control settings, and then we've got the usual wipers and things. Interestingly, there's no speed in front of you, so like a Tesla Model 3, the speed is to the side of you, so people might have to get used to that. And this little display here shows you lights and things and the status of the off-road driving modes.
Cool. If you want it, you belt it up.
Yep,
fantastic.
all good.
Yep. Gear lever, finger on the button on the side,
yep,
and then pull back. Perfect.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely. And we got a good old-fashioned mechanical handbrake as well, which we're happy to see.
Nice.
We're going to go straight on Alex and left at the side of the building. Good. So we got a very short road drive before we make our way. The first part of the off-road course, nice and easy. It's just a forest track. As we get further down, it will go into low range, and then when we get on the real muddy stuff,
yep,
we'll lock the centre diff as well.
Lovely stuff.
Up to the junction at the end, we're going to turn left. We've got a 13.5 metre turning circle.
Yep.
And it's not quite enough, so you'll need to do a shunt.
Notice the steering's quite heavy on it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So the steering's designed, it's optimised for off-road driving.
Yep.
And basically, the way it's set, it won't self-centre, but that's a good thing for off-roading. You don't get any kickback. We're going to turn right here. Kickback or feedback through the wheel.
That's what I noticed. I was expecting something to spin by itself when I was adjusting the car. So
yeah.
No,
that's right. That's deliberately done, and it does take a little bit of getting used to. And that's it. Perfect. Okay, we're going to engage low range. So we're going to come to a stop here. Engage neutral. It's just one touch forward.
Yep.
Perfect. And it's basically a lift the collar, pull back to low range. Be nice and positive with that.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Cool.
And we're also going to go into off-road mode. 2 pushes of this button. The first and then the second to confirm that yes, you do want off-road mode.
Okay.
So that's turned off parking sensors, auto stop start. You can undo the seatbelt without it chiming at you, things like that. Great. We'll go back to drive and we'll carry on.
Cool.
The other thing off-road's done is put the stability control into an off-road mode as well. So it will allow more wheel spin if need be.
Is there a sort of a maximum speed? Because I'm already hearing the engine quite.
That's right. So in low mode, obviously the engine works harder, it's lower geared, the car's able to then crawl along, optimises traction, less chance of spinning wheels. You can see what gear we're in there, second gear. You can pick the pace up a little bit. We're going to go off to the right. It will use all 8 gears, and in auto mode it will work just as an auto box, so it'll go, you can see there, it's just...
Okay, you're right, yeah.
But low off-roading, you basically want to be in a lower gear, and that helps give you control, especially on descents as well. Now, if you want to manual override, you can move the gear stick to the left, and then you can manually either down change or up change, as you can see there. And that's quite good, again, if you do descents. But in automatic mode, it picks the best gear for the job. We're going to go straight on.
Cool.
The engine's BMW straight 6, and 6 cylinders, the smoothest, most balanced engine configuration there is, an inline 6. So you've got an inline 6 diesel or petrol.
What's the view on electrification as well for the Grenadier?
We're going to go to the right here. So yeah, there is a smaller electric car in development.
Okay.
So he's looking at both electrification, battery, and hydrogen as well.
Well, it seems very comfortable off road. So, well, this sort of stuff anyway so far.
Yeah, we'll put it through its paces a little bit more later on. But yes, so suspension wise, he's got Bilstein dampers, high-back springs as well. So 2 good solid manufacturers there. So
in terms of sort of the way that, so I've driven some Land Rovers off road before, and there's a lot of electronic systems that you can select different modes. This is more of a manual based. You've got to know what you're doing sort of thing.
Well, it's all the features that you have there on the Land Rover. We have here. It's just more mechanical.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's right. So with diff locks, traditional diff locks, actually a lot of what they're trying to achieve, like we have that too, stability control. So it will brake wheels to
give you better traction.
Give you better traction. But that's quite often a way of giving a car a limited slip diff without actually putting a limited slip diff in, if that makes sense. There's a wheel spins, that's fine. You keep going. Keep going. Just keep the pace up just a little bit more. That's perfect. So as a wheel spins, it will reduce the power to that wheel by braking it. But of course, traditionally, a limited slip diff would do that. As the wheel spins up, it would lock the diff.
Got you.
And that's the best way of doing it for off-road.
Yeah, makes sense. Doesn't feel like it's bogging down on anything.
No,
so
it's coping with it. Phenomenally well. No fuss, no drama.
No. Yeah, you can. I think you can order parts from Ineos directly, can't you? Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. So and everything's fixable. I noticed there's lots of Allen bolts down here, so everything's exposed. You need to get everything out. Yeah, it's very sort of repairable, so it's quite good.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing, we've had cave rescue, mountain rescue down. They've looked at the cars as well. And they loved how it drove off road. Massively impressed with that, and we've had comments of, our Defender won't do that. But they've also loved the fact that these switches up here, each one of these is basically a pre-wired circuit that you can plug whatever you like into.
Yeah, lights or anything. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I noticed that. That's good.
Yeah.
So what's this panel here for? Is that you can add more buttons in if you want to?
That's a good question. Ultimately, yeah. I think you can. Yeah, you've got eight pre-wired on this, 4 on the roof, 3 in the car, 1 under the bonnet. But yes, if you wanted something else there,
it's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, just a short way down here. And if this looks familiar to you, we've already driven on this bit. This is the start of the loop again. So the
I remember this little bump here.
So we're going to take the track to the left coming up.
Okay.
Do you want to lock the diff, please, Alex? So you lift that up
and push it to the...
Yeah, perfect.
Like that. There we go.
Yeah, just like that. So that's the centre diff locked again.
So I haven't felt anything. Is that expected? You don't really feel anything happen, or?
No, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you just get the diff lock symbol come up in front of you.
Yep.
So the car with the centre diff lock still drives very much car-like.
Yep.
But you have
Makes
got
sense.
that added traction. Now, if you're going to do a tight turn, we always recommend unlocking.
Yes.
Unlocking the diff, certainly. Yeah, you can see it's gone down to first gear now for this climb.
Yeah. Let's change gear again now.
So much torque, I mean.
Yeah.
And again, if you're using the car in this environment, these are definitely the right tyres to go for. You can also have, so this car has got what they call rock sliders on. You might have noticed getting in.
Yeah.
They weren't very good side steps, but they're perfect for protecting the side of the car. If you go real extreme off-roading, stopping the sills from being bashed, that kind of thing, another layer of protection.
Yeah.
You can get side steps as well, definitely making the car much easier to get in. So if you're not really doing extreme off-road, then side steps are definitely a good option. I think for most people that will be what they'll want to do.
Just here?
Yeah, lovely. So we're both going to go up it and come down it. Going up, we're going to lock the rear diff.
Okay.
Okay. So that's flashing. Once we start moving forward, and you can go ahead and move forward just a little bit.
Should lock into place.
There we are, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's locked into play. So, okay, we're all clear. We're going to make a left turn up here. And again, exactly what you've been doing. The sort of pace you've been doing is perfect. And not only is it a climb, but it's a bit of a rock crawl as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good. Yeah, that's it. Keep it going. Fantastic. But we got hill descent control. We're going to come down where we left off, and we'll use that hill descent control. It's this button up here. I'll turn it on when we get a bit closer.
Okay.
When it's on, Alex, you can use the cruise control buttons.
Yes.
So set, the very bottom button, set minus. That's the one. That will reduce your speed.
Where's the status of that? Do you know?
It will come up just here. Yeah, so if I turn it on, there we are. So you've got your hill descent. It doesn't actually show what speed you set it at.
Ah, okay.
But it will start, hill descent control will start flashing. So there we are. So if we bring it down one more click, perfect. So that's now set at 3 miles an hour.
So there's no real status of what the speed is set to, unfortunately.
No, other than that flashing once you reach your desired speed. So that's perfect. 3 miles an hour is absolutely perfect, and it will maintain that speed all the way down to us. Now, if you're on a flat section like this, you can override. You can step on the gas until you get to the steep descent, and then it's feet off all the pedals. We'll let the system do its thing, and it's doing it in just the same way you described earlier. It's using the brakes, independently braking wheels.
It's working quite well, that hill descent.
It really is. And unlike other systems I've used, it doesn't chatter as well. It's a silent system.
Yeah. It's quite nice. The steering wheel's not too big either. It's like a nice sort of small, not too, like, otherwise it would just get in the way, but it seems really like a nice size to use. So
it is.
Yeah.
Both the diameter.
Yeah.
And the grip as well.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Nice, isn't it? Just sits really well in your hand. Yeah.
So that's been a little tour of the outside and inside of the Ineos Grenadier, as well as just driving it off-road. The instructor I had for that day was really, really friendly, really helpful as well. So hopefully I'll be back to test some Ineos products in the upcoming future. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more about the interface, have a look at theinterface.uk. My name's Alex, and we'll see you again next time.